Good morning. Today is the feast of Christ the King, and it's a day when we get to celebrate the honour of having Jesus as our King. Jesus isn't a king as in the ruler of a country with a big crown and a lot of the grand things that often goes along with that, but he is the King of love, of peace, of justice, and we want him to be the King in our lives so that we can live our life through him and live in his kingdom, the kingdom of love that he creates. So, going to hear in the gospel shortly how Jesus says we can do that. He tells us how we can live in his kingdom. So today's reading is a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus says, "Who are the people that my Father will welcome into the kingdom? The kingdom will be full of the people who gave me food when I was hungry, who gave me drink when I was thirsty, who made me welcome when I was a stranger, who clothed me when I was naked, who visited me when I was sick, who came to see me when I was in prison. These are the people my Father will welcome into the kingdom. Whatever you do to the least of these, my friends, you do to me." This is the gospel of the Lord. So like always, if we have a think about the gospel and what it means to us in our everyday life, you can hear quite clearly then the things that Jesus wants us to do, that if we do them, we're living like him, we're living through him, and we're living in his kingdom. He wants us to feed the hungry, to help the homeless, help the sick. Anytime we are doing that, we can be a part of his kingdom. So how can we do that in our everyday lives, in the week ahead, going forward? How can you put into practice what Jesus says? Well, thinking about it at school, can you be kind to someone at school who is sad? Could you play with someone at school who is a bit lonely, who doesn't have anybody to play with? Could you collect some food and donate it to the food bank to help local people who are homeless? Lots of ways are out there that we can act how God wants us to, so that we are living in his kingdom and showing his kingdom to everyone else through our actions. Whenever we are showing love and kindness to someone else, we're showing it to God. There is an attachment on the newsletter which is just a picture of a crown that you can print off. You can colour in and decorate it to remind us that Jesus is our King and that we want to live in his kingdom by acting as he wants us to and sharing his kingdom with others through our actions. You can decorate it how you want. You can even write around it things you might do in the week ahead to live out the gospel that we've heard this week. And I hope you all have a lovely week ahead.